asset advisory. Resurgent offers a 360-degree service model, supporting businesses across their entire financial life cycle, from project appraisal, valuations, and regulatory compliance to capital raising for early and growth stage companies, and further, to stress resolution and insolvency advisory. We are with you at every critical stage. Tailored solutions to meet your needs. Resurgent India Knowledge Series presents live webinar on driving MSME growth with NSIC, NCGTC and bank support. Moderator Mr. K.K. Gupta, Director, Resurgent India Limited. Eminent speakers: Mr. D.D. Maheshwari, Zonal General Manager, NSIC. Mr. D.D. Maheshwari serves as Zonal General Manager, ZGM, NSIC Mumbai. He has served NSIC for 26 years and is an Electronics and Communication Engineer from the Government Engineering College, Kota. Mr. Dhrubashish Bhattacharya, Head New MSME Banking, Bank of Baroda. Mr. Dhrubashish Bhattacharya is the Head MSME and Co-Lending at Bank of Baroda with over 30 years of experience. His expertise spans business strategy and leading large teams with a profit-centric approach. Mr. Naresh Kumar, Chief Operating Officer, National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company Limited, NCGTC. Mr. Naresh Kumar is the Chief Operating Officer of the National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company, NCGTC, in Mumbai, bringing over 25 years of diverse experience in financial sector, development finance and rural finance. Mr. R.K. Gupta, former Executive Director, Bank of Maharashtra. Mr. R.K. Gupta is a former Executive Director of Bank of Maharashtra. He has extensive experience across credit portfolios, priority sector lending, and retail and MSME finance.
Good afternoon, friends. I am your host again, K.K. Gupta. So today we are delivering a very important topic, driving SME growth. You know that NSIC, National Small Industry Corporation, and NCGTC, who is providing a guarantee to the entrepreneurs, Bank of Baroda, who is the main lender for the SME sector, and our great friend and mentor, Mr. R.K. Gupta, who is ex-ED of Bank of Maharashtra. So we are today delivering how the NSIC, how the Guarantee Corporation, how the Guarantee Trust, and banks play important role for the development of the SME sector. In all our webinar, I think we have done more than 260 webinar under the banner of Resurgent India. And we are also Association for Financial Advisor of India, where we are mostly conducting every month. We are conducting 29 webinar under that. Beside that, we are a financial partner, we are a knowledge partner with almost all the associations existing in India. Whether you talk of the SHM, EIA, Indian Chamber of Commerce, PhD, we are the member of that. And we are conducting this type of workshop. Major aspect what we are talking about in this webinar in the finance, dearth of finance. There is a gap because we never talk. What are the infrastructure facilities are available and what type of challenge the SME sector are facing it? So for that, we are with us, Mr. Maheshwari, who is from National Small Industrial Corporations. Is a cornerstone of India SME landscape. As a nodal agency, it's actively champions small enterprises by providing credit facilities, raw materials, support, marketing assistance, technology services, above all the practical trainings. Its expensive network of offices, technical centers, and Training Cup Innovation Center ensure the SME can assess the impact of remarkable performance by the NICs in 2024 and 25. Up to December 24, NSIC enabled 5,073.26 crores of credit for 2,482 SME and trained 47,838 individuals. That is the role of NSIC. Now we are talking about the National Credit Guarantee Trust Company play a central role in expanding credit access for India unserved and unserved sector as an umbrella organization. It continued to expand its portfolio of schemes, guarantee scheme for which it provided a guarantee cover on a term loan of 100 crore rupees and credit guarantee scheme for exporters which extend collateral free of 50 crore rupees. While NIC easing operation hurdle and credit corporations crushing lender risk, banks are the better position to look beyond pure collateral and pay closer attention to indicators that show off the balance sheet business strength, such as long-term supply contract, recurring order pipeline, or regularity in GST payments. This is why it is a growing interest in designing product and better reflect the financing need of specific sector. So we are going to discuss what are NICC doing, what are the credit corporation are doing, and what are the roles of the bank. So we are with us, Shri Bhattacharya ji, who is the head of Bank of Baroda SME sector. Bank of Baroda is playing very important role for development of the SME sector. I am starting with the Bank of Baroda, Mr. Bhattacharya ji, who is the SME head. Sir Bhattacharya sir.
Namaskar.
Welcome you sir to this webinar. I'm thankful to you with a short notice. I think you agreed to bless us. Thank you very much, sir.
Yep.
Sir, you know aware that you to credit SME borrowers require your assistance. What SME borrower have several new credit option and initiative to support their growth. What are that sports you are providing as a banker to SME sector who are new to the industry, who is coming a very key, you know that Maxim is a micro entrepreneurs. Even they are not aware about the various scheme of the bank. Although digital financing, other things are coming up, Finance Minister also introduced a scheme, digital financing, without collecting any information from the borrower. The bank should test the requirement of the customer. So we want your view, sir, as a Bank of Baroda, because you are the lead bank for finance the SME sector. When we are talking about the co-lending also, I think you have done a wonderful job, a big Bank of Baroda. So now I hand over to you, sir, Bhattacharya, sir. Please give your thoughts on the subject, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Gupta Saab, and a very good morning to all the listeners and the panel members. Apology for joining late. There was some technical snag due to which I couldn't join on time. So, Gupta ji, is it okay if I speak in English or Hindi? English?
No, sir, you can talk in any language because all people are educated.
Great.
Actually, I am just telling you more than 300 registration with me.
Yep,
all
that's
are
great.
Entrepreneurs. And besides that, some YouTube and electronic media are listening to you. Because this is, I think, this is the first time where we collab the credit, guarantee position, and NSI and banker also. So we are with us Mr. R.K. Gupta also, who is ED of the Bank of Maharashtra. I think his experience, we will ask him last to summarize the position. How
absolutely
he is helpful to a banker, is helpful to them. Please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. And, you know, let me start it this way that, today, if you see the government of India and the entire Indian economy, I think for India to blossom into a developed economy in the next till the milestone of 2047, it is the MSME which sector which is going to play a pivotal role in India's journey from a Vikasshil Bharat to a Viksit Bharat. Now, needless to say, the contribution of the MSME hitherto, by virtue of all of you today, India is emerging as a very strong economy. Now, what happens is that if you see the overall landscape of the MSME lending and the industry, today, quote unquote, there are various figures which come up from different agencies. But if I quote the RBI's figure, your industry size of MSME is close to 62, 63 trillion, out of which the demand which has been currently met is close to 30 to 32 trillion. A clear cut, we are the 50% of the demand of the MSME sector. So there is an unmet demand of clearly 30 to 32 trillion as we speak. Now, if I try and travel this distance of 32, if I fill this gap, this delta of 32 trillion, I think then India in the next 15, 20 years would emerge as the ultimate, a developed economy. And it has got a clear correlation. If India has to double reach a certain level of GDP, the GDP contribution of the MSME also needs to double up. And the unmet demand itself is completely 100% of what we have currently met. So the figures are very, very promising, significant, and very relevant here. Now let us talk of the how will this happen? It has to happen joining hands with the bank and the financial institutions. It is not possible for the MSMEs because debt is a way of progression. If one has to progress in business, debt is a way of life. Now, banks like us, typically we have three major components in the entire BFSI space. One is the public sector bank, the cohort of public sector bank. Then we have the private sector banks. And of course, we have the NBFCs, which also form a major part of the whole league. And they currently support a lot of people who are in the informal credit. With the support of the government, Gupta sir, what I feel is that today we run a slew of products. I would say just not one product, slew of products and programs aimed at the NTC borrower, NTB borrowers. When I say NTB, it could be new to me, but it is not new to the banking sector. But an NTC is a new to credit customer. A new to credit customer is essentially one who is the most underprivileged today in terms of financing. So I think these steps taken by the government in terms of the collateral-free loans up to 10 crores, for the startups, the scheme coming up, the CGSS scheme up to where is a 20 crore, credit guarantee scheme offered to the startups. We have women-led entrepreneurs who attract special pricing. We have the MCGS scheme, which is pushing the mutual credit guarantee scheme pushed by the government of India to push the manufacturing GDP. I think all these schemes, floated by the government and rolled out by each of the banks are in an effort to actually clearly fill that delta of that unmet demand. Bank of Baroda, besides these schemes which I've spoken about, has also launched its the digital interface of lending, which is called the Digi Udyam. We have a 2 crore loan, which is sanctioned today through a DIY journey, which is called a do-it-yourself journey by the customer. And you can avail a working capital term loan, take over anything. And without any collateral, you can avail the loan up to 2 crores. And we are in the process of making this journey to 5 crores. So what we estimate, Gupta Sahab, is that today, India, if you see the entire 70 million of MSMEs, 95% of them are micro enterprises, right? And within the micro enterprises also, a large portion gets onto the less than 10 lakh ticket size. Now, that ticket size is somewhere, if that customer walks into a branch of any bank for that matter, he does not get a uniform treatment across the country. Now, through this DIY journey, the journey which the customer does by himself or herself, he's not dependent on that branch with the whims and fancies of the branch or the prerogative of the branch manager whether to sanction or not. He files in a document and he simply goes ahead with the sanction. And then with that sanction, he reaches a branch and tells that boss, this is my sanction which has come from your bank. You please complete my disbursement process. These are my documents. So I think these are the efforts which not only Bank of Baroda, but every public sector bank and the private sector bank today, they are endeavoring, and this is very, very closely monitored. This is called alternate credit assessment as we talk, wherein we don't ask for a collateral. The documentation pattern has changed. Our digital interface has changed. I think these are the ways and means by which we can help customers at the grassroots level, not to approach a branch, but to apply a loan digitally and get the sanctions digitally. So, if I were to sum up, I think digital way of lending has improved immensely the reach of the banks and of the customers. Two, I would say the endeavor of the government of India, the steps they have taken towards by non-collateralization of the loans and introducing new schemes for the startups, for the women entrepreneurs, for the first-time NTC borrowers. I think with all these things put together, I think we are in a very, very strong position. But one word of caution is that, especially for all the banks, we must educate, we must hold such camps, literary financial literacy camps for these borrowers, because the awareness is still very low. And I'm thinking resurgent, Gupta Sahab, I think you are doing a great job by promulgating these theories, these facts of life, what we are currently running in the banks, and taking them to the borrowers through these webinars or the various classes or the various sessions which you hold. I truly acknowledge these efforts. As of now, I would like to pause here. If you've got any question on this, you may ask, or as we proceed, we may get on to more.
Sir. Thank you, Bhattacharya ji. I think you sum up remaining amount. So digital Udyam, I think this is the order of the day. And your bank, Baroda, I think, is the first bank who introduced such thing. Up to 2 crore rupees without any information. If he load the information to you and you are giving a sanction, instead of giving a principal sanction, what you are giving a sanction to them. And there is no role of the branch. They can go to the branch and avail the facility. I think this is excellent. My only point here, which I want to know, 100 crore rupees guarantee.
Yeah.
That has already been enforced by Government of India. And the 100 crore guarantee is against the plant and machinery of 70, you can say 75% of the cost of project.
Yes.
Have you on that, sir?
So, Uttas, a very well point. I mean, see, why this MCGS? This is on a mutual credit guarantee scheme. Yeah. MCGS scheme, where a project up to 100 crores, you get a guarantee. This is the first time government has taken such a bold step that 60% of this loan actually gets guaranteed by the NCGTC.
Okay, sir.
Now, we've been talking about 5 crores, 10 crores of CGTMSE guarantee, credit guarantee cover. And maximum for the exporters and the startups, we get a 20 crore cover. But for a 100 crore loan, you're getting a 60% guarantee cover was never thought of in the past. No one could have imagined ever. Now, the caveat here, one, why it has not been very successful, although the intent was very strong, was probably there is an upfront 5% guarantee fee which the NCGTC demands. Yes. So that has become a big dampener for large products, because someone has to take say 100 crore rupee loan, and a 5% is essentially 5 crore rupees. So we have responded to the scheme. We have tried very well. In fact, some of the cases got booked also, but it has not gained that steam, primarily because of this dampener. So we have already made the DFS aware of this. I think they've had close talks. Joint Secretary the other day in Mumbai, with the help of IBA, had held a meeting where we voiced our concerns. Some of the MSMEs have also come there, and they said that we must rationalize these fees. So I'm sure the government is doing something on this account, and very soon we will find a rationalization of this particular guarantee fee, either in form of reducing it, or this may be treated as a security deposit, and based on the conduct may be refunded back to the customer. So there are some talks going around there, Guptaji. I think by the turn of the new calendar year, we should have a solution around it.
Another Bhattacharya point was there, it is against the plant and machinery.
Yeah, it is against the plant. It is term loan. It has to be a term loan.
What is question of working capital?
No, so but this is restricted to the plant and machinery only. 75% of that has to be plant and machinery. So
Yes,
whatever is your project cost, 75% has to be of the plant and machinery. Balance can be working capital.
yes, that is a major issue here because no working capital limit has not been covered. Like we will talk to Mr. When we come to Naresh Kumarji, he is the Chief Operating Officer. We will come back to him.
Yeah.
Then we will talk to him. Now, first I am coming to Shri D.D. Maheshwari, who served as a General Manager NSIC Bombay. He has served NSIC 26 years and is electronic communication engineer from Government of Engineering College, Kota. Sir, give your views, Mr. Maheshwari.
Thank you, Gupta Sahab. Respected panelists and the participants who are joining us across the India, and very welcome to you. And I am with my colleague Mr. Kantarao D. Jina. He is heading the Mumbai. First of all, thank you very much, Mr. Gupta sir, to invite us for this webinar. Or as far as NSIC is concerned, sir, NSIC is a 70 years old organization under Ministry of MSME, and we have around 50 plus offices and 7 zonal offices and around 7 technical centers across India. As far as we support MSMEs to in marketing and technology support, in credit support, and other marketing support we are providing to the MSMEs. So when we talk to MSMEs, then what's the importance of the MSMEs in India? You know, you all panels are known because you are having very vast experience, but I just want to keep, there are 12 crore are employing in MSME sectors. 10 crore population is employing MSME sector. 6.3 crores of MSME units are there in the country, and there is a contribution of 6.11% in GDP and from manufacturing and 24.63% in services sectors. So we are supporting MSMEs in marketing. First of all, what Gupta said is earlier, we are doing raw material support to the MSMEs. In raw material supports, we have a tie-up with various producers like big producers like SAIL, RNL, HZL, JSW, NILCO, Indian Oil Corporation, HPCL, so many PSUs and private producers, we are tie-up with them. We procure on behalf of MSMEs from these producers and distribute the MSMEs as per their requirement. So what is the purpose of this MOU with the large scale producers? That the economies of scales of benefit, what we get from the producers, we pass on to the MSME units. So their raw material cost get less. So they are able to compete with the large producers in the market. Or then we have around last year, if we talk to last year, we have done a sale purchase of around 4,000 crores raw material support to MSMEs last year. And we are a very large customer of SAIL, NALCO, and other producers. Next scheme is registration of under single point registration scheme. In single point registration scheme, you know, the government is the biggest buyer of MSME products, whether it is a product manufacturing or a services product. If we talk the last year data, government PSUs, if we talk to central PSUs and government department, around 1,45,000 crores have been purchased from the government. And out of 1,45,000 crores, around 56,000 crore has been purchased through MSMEs. So government is the biggest buyer of MSME product. Or under public procurement policy 2012, there is a mandate for every PSUs to procure the at least 25% from micro and small enterprises. Or you will be glad to know that when this public procurement policy started in 2012, now the percentage of purchasing and growing day by day. Last year, it has gone up to the 45% purchase from MSME by PSUs. So it is a good trend. Now the government has announced out of 25%, 3% is from women entrepreneurs and 4% is from SC/ST unit. They are, however, women entrepreneur is doing very good, and SC/ST are driving hard for this purpose for SC/ST to increase the SC/ST entrepreneurs. We have also launched a SC/ST hub there. So under the single point registration scheme, we do registration of MSMEs for 2 years. In this registration, we forward their application to third party inspection and we issue certificate for 2 years. After getting the certificate, they can avail the benefit like earnest money exemptions, purchase preference of 25% in the tenders also. So this is the registration. We have around 20,000 registrations in Pan India. For next is B2B portal like IndiaMart.com. You see, NSIC also has launched a B2B portal for MSMEs, MSMEMart.com. In this portal, we provide a space to MSMEs. They can create their web page. They can access the buyer and purchaser details. Even they can display their advertisement in our home page. And the beauty of this B2B portal is that he can access live tenders information, whether it's a domestic tenders information or global leads. He can access the information of the tenders, and also he can also access the award of contract, means last tenders, those have been executed. That information he can access under the award of contract information in B2B portal. Or we are just providing these services at very nominal cost. If it is a micro unit, we are providing at a 1,500 rupees for a year to him what IndiaMart.com is charging for 1 lakh rupees up to for providing leads in this. We are providing on a very subsidized rate to the micro industries and small industries. And secondly, recently ministry has initiated a program. You have heard about the TEAM scheme, Trade and Enabled Marketing Scheme. Isme we are onboarding MSMEs, micro MSMEs to the ONDC portal. In this scheme, we have empaneled service network participants who help the MSMEs for creating the web page, photograph uploading, and their product selling. We are supporting the MSMEs. We are not charging anything from MSMEs. However, we are paying the SNPs, seller network participant, for helping the MSMEs, like for logistic support and for securing the orders. We are paying the SNPs for helping the MSMEs under the TEAM scheme. Next is scheme is we are having a scheme, consortium and tender marketing scheme. In consortium and tender marketing scheme, you see the government is the what I have said in earlier. The government is the biggest buyer and government is procuring through tenders. It is seen that most of the micro unit could not be participate in the tender because of their manufacturing capacity or whether their financial constraint crunch is there. So there are so many big tenders are there, but they cannot able to participate in that tenders. In that case, NSIC make a consortium of these units and participate on their behalf to the tenders, big tenders. And if tenders are awarded to NSIC, we will share it to the MSMEs. They participate, they supply to the MSMEs and they raise bill to NSIC, and NSIC will raise to bill to the purchaser, and the payment received to NSIC, and we will make the payment to MSMEs. So we also support MSMEs in tender marketing also, tender participations also. So they and in credit support, we have tie up with various banks, nationalized and private banks. Also, Bank of Baroda is our also a tie-up bank, consortium bank, in which in this scheme, credit facilitation, whatever the MSME units we contact, whoever visited to us, and he like to have a credit facilities from the bank, we forward their proposals to the banks who are empaneled with us, and we try to get it sanctioned as early as possible with the and at a good competitive rate what is getting, or what is the norms of the banks. But we help the MSMEs in availing the credit facilities. Secondly, we also provide the bill discounting facilities to the MSMEs. Recently, NSIC is a member of trade receivables. We are registered with RXIL, RXIL, where we discounts the MSMEs bill for from purchaser and all these things. So we are also member of trades. So we are providing the bill discounting to NSIC. NSIC also has a other company, NSIC Venture Capital Fund Limited, where SRI, self-reliant funds, with we have received a fund of 10,000 crores from ministry as a mother fund, and 40,000 crores we are sourcing from a daughter fund. We have created a daughter's fund in that fund. So we are also have a separate company for this. We are providing the equity-based funding to the MSMEs also. Next is a technology supports. We are providing. We have 7 technical service centers throughout India, where we are we are training the unemployed youth, or we are also conducting the training as per the requirement of the industries also. Even you will get to know we have a machines of very big companies like Hero Honda, Carl Zeiss, and other companies have put their machines at our premises to train the manpower that will be suitable to them, ताकि वो hire कर सकें उनको. So we have 7 technical centers. We are providing a training. We are providing a testing also to the MSMEs at a very competitive prices. Thirdly, we have also set up a incubation center there, where we have set up around 40 projects. Live projects are there, where these are the livelihood projects, where youth can come to us from raw material sourcing to production and packaging and marketing has been carried out by the youth over there during the training period. So we have a livelihood business incubation center over there for rural youth also. And we have also tie up with various government institutions like CPET and EDI and other institutions also. So under SCST hub, where we also provide the training, high-end training from these issues to the units also. Next, under the scheme, one of the scheme is International Cooperation Scheme. Under the International Cooperation Scheme, we provide the subsidy of up to 5 lakh rupees to the MSMEs for participation in international exhibitions, wherein up to 3 lakhs rupees for stall, 1.5 lakhs rupees for airfare and 50,000 rupees for freight component. We are reimbursing to the MSMEs for participation in international exhibitions. We also support in delegation visits also, where we provide 70% where 70% of the airfare to the in delegation visits in to MSMEs. And we have also business development center and software technology park in Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, and Kanpur, where we provide the infrastructure support to the MSMEs on lease rental basis, or nominal lease rental basis, so that unit can establish their office. We are providing infrastructure to them to facilitate all kinds of help to the MSMEs at our technology supports. So another scheme is what I said earlier, that NSIC also has a empaneled by the Ministry of MSME for SC/ST hub. National SC/ST hub was set up in 2017 by inaugurated by our Honorable PM, where we are encouraging the SC/ST entrepreneurs first to ensure their 4% participation in public procurement policy, and we also provide subsidy in while taking the credit from banks. We reimburse the processing fees up to the extent of 80%. We provide the SCLCSS scheme, under which we provide 25% subsidy in plant and machinery. If he has taken credit from the bank for plant and machinery, we provide the subsidy up to 25%. And we also reimburse the bank guarantee commission charges. We also subsidize in getting the training from the top 50 NIRF institutions from India. We are also providing the subsidy to SC/ST hub. So these are the benefits we are giving under SC/ST hub. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, we have 3 SC/ST hub offices in. First, one is Mumbai, second is Pune, and third is in Sindhudurg. We are operating, we are helping, we have a helping desk for helping in tender participation, for helping the credit facilitations to MSMEs and other schemes. We have a helping desk at here, 3 places in Mumbai. So these are the major schemes NSIC. We have also so many schemes, but there is a time concern. Other speaker has to say some about their scheme. So thank you once again, Gupta sir, for
You are excellent, sir. You are excellent, Maheshwari ji. You told very clearly. So all my SME people are not aware about the National Small Industrial Corporation. It was in existence about 70 years. And it was a nodal agency of Government of India. People are not aware anything that you provide the raw material. You provide the skill development of the labor. Your technology you are developing. Marketing you are doing it. Even which banker are doing, you are also doing the same thing to provide a credit also. I think these are the excellent job which you are doing, and people are not aware. Under a one roof, you are doing all such of activities. We want to create awareness about how the national small industrial corporations are doing something. I was listening to your CMD one speech in one of the webinar where he mentioned from Charkha to airspace. He said we started with the Charkha and we reached now airspace also. I think that was the vision of your CMD. I think excellent, sir, Maheshwari ji.
Thank you very much,
What
sir.
you have told, and we are also not aware venture funds, what you are talking about, what the mother funds and the daughter funds. what you talk about. And you're also talking about the 25% of subsidy you are providing to the entrepreneur who take a term loan for that. I think such scheme must be given a publicity, must be informed to the our entrepreneurs so they can associate with you. I'm just coming you, sir. I have written also one book on SME sector, which has been released. It is also available in Amazon, where we also mentioned about the various scheme of the government of India, where NSIC also play a very important role for the development of SME sector, for which we are not aware at all. I think so we are also at a research in India. We prepare one desk. I already started one desk where I want to give all sort of package to a research in India. So I am also tying up with some chartered accountant because I have more than 300 chartered accountant with me.
Okay.
So for providing the financial assistance to the entrepreneur, even to prepare their cash flow, even to prepare their balance sheets, and also tying up with insurance companies so that they can give the receivable warranty, and also they can have a book their losses insurance for that. And I also trying that we should associate with the National Small Industry Corporation so they can also help to us to create awareness. That is the most important thing, sir. I'm really thankful to you. We'll come back to you if any question will be there. Now I'm coming to respected our big brother, our mentor, Shri Naresh Kumar, sir, who is a Chief Operating Officer, NCGTC. I think it is a with their blessing, with their guarantee, SME sector is playing very important role for that. So he is providing a guarantee cover to the banker. So banker have a confidence that up to 75% of their coverage are being covered by the insurance company. Major aspect, whether collateral free lending playing important role because we feel that the banker still insisting for a collateral securities. My point is very clear whether government should not come with a clear guidelines. If up to 10 crore rupees guarantee cover is available to the bank, if the bank insists for any collateral security, that coverage should not be given to these banks. Whether this type of should not be there. Another point is we are talking about the Harvard security, Harvard financial security. If the bank is taking a collateral security up to that extent, it will not be coverage. So what is that position? If bank will take a collateral security, whether you can provide 100% coverage, 75% you give them, or after adjusting the collateral security. I think this is the most important issue today in this webinar. We must know from you, sir,
Yeah.
when we are talking about the collateral free security, why banks should take the collateral security? The bank can be debarred from taking the collateral security and they should not give any coverage. I think then can be something like that. Sri Naresh Kumar is Chief Operating Officer of National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company in Bombay, bringing over 25 years of diverse experience in the financial sector, development finance and rural finance. He is the expert person under the field who can give this reply and give his thought why the guarantee corporation should not ban the bank not to give any coverage if they are taking a collateral security. Please give your thoughts, sir.
Thank you, Gupta sir, for the opportunity. So before coming to question, just I want to brief about NCGTC. NCGTC, National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company, has been established by Government of India to design, manage, and operate multiple credit guarantee schemes. Presently, we are managing 15 credit guarantee schemes covering wider sectors of the economy, MSMEs, microloans, students, skill development, agriculture, etc. Till date, NCGTC has enabled credit support to around 4.56 crore loan beneficiaries, amounting to rupees 10.5 10 lakh crore under all credit guarantee schemes. Mainly with regard to MSMEs, mainly schemes which are operating. One is Credit Guarantee Fund for Micro Units, CGFMU. Under this scheme, we have covered 5.51 crore beneficiaries, mainly women entrepreneurs, and amounting to rupees 3.23 lakh crore. Other scheme is Mutual Credit Guarantee Scheme for MSMEs, loan up to 100 crore. And recently, one more scheme has been launched by Government of India, that is Credit Guarantee Scheme for exporters. So now I am coming to that question, sir, that are collateral-free credit guarantee schemes truly collateral-free in practice? Legally, yes. They do not require property collaterals. Credit guarantee schemes prohibit lenders from taking immovable property like land, building, or fixed assets. In case if any lender takes immovable property for collateral, then loan becomes ineligible for the guarantee coverage.
Very nice, very nice. I think this is a addition information which you are passing. What we understand, it is a security sharing. I don't have one method for which, if suppose he taken 2 crore rupee guarantee, 2 crore security, that up to that extent it will not be covered. I think this was position. What you're talking about, if lender is taking any collateral security, they are not be covered under the scheme. I
They
think
will not be eligible. Yes, correct, sir.
that
Yes.
if it is, sir, Reji, if this position is correct, I think the bankers should be should be aware of this fact. That
Yes.
if you are taking a guarantee or you are taking a collateral security, we will not give a coverage. So whether you can tell us for settlement of any claim,
Hmm.
if they are taken a guarantee, you are rejecting the claim.
Guarantee. So personal guarantee, sir?
Personal guarantee and collateral security. If they are
No,
taking that, whether you are rejecting the claim.
sir, with regard to collateral security, yes, 100%. Yes, we are rejecting the
You are
claim.
not giving any claim to them.
No.
Okay. I think this is most important aspect today, the eye opener for me also. But this type of information, because I am thrashing in almost all webinar with the SOCHM, with the CIA, and this I question is I raising that why the government should not come out a scheme where they should say you are not eligible. Khatam, matter should be ended.
Yes,
So
correct.
that the branch manager should be very clear. We are not got a coverage for that. If such things are enforced, or the bankers should know this position, I think then SME can be flourished. I'm telling very clearly for this.
Right. Yes. Yes,
So
sir.
if your statement is correct, sir, so I think we must be appreciating for that. So
Yes.
another issue what we are talking about, sir, for 100 crore rupees.
Hmm.
The government has come out very scheme and 29th January it has been implemented also. It is against the machinery. 75% of the cost of project should be come under from the machinery only.
Right.
So have any view on the working capital, sir? For what they will do if they're taking a machinery, you are not giving coverage to a working capital facility. How that machinery will be beneficial to the SME sector?
So with regard to this scheme, sir, just I will you update that till date 30. So till date, our that this scheme. 1 minute. 17 loan guarantee we have issued till date, right, amounting to rupees around 200 crore. And so your question with regard to 75%, because this is the mandates as per the scheme designed by that, so the government of the India.
Right.
So with regard to remaining 25%, they may use some.
It means that if the project cost is 100 crore rupees,
So 75% should go to
75 crore
machinery,
rupees they
minimum.
can
Yes.
purchase as against the machinery,
Yes.
and 25% they can avail for the working capital.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yes, as per scheme guideline, minimum 75% has to
But
be
it
for
is
the
actually
machinery.
it has not been
Yes.
clarified
Yes.
in the scheme
Yes.
that if they mentioned 75% should be against the machinery.
Yes, correct.
It never says
Yeah.
25% on the raw material. or working capital. They never say like that. It is
This
a
is
question of term loan. This is not
Yeah,
a
this-
working capital loan. It is a
so this is
term loan.
this
The
is
term-
indication. So remaining amount they can, sir.
That means
Yeah.
75% you can give a term loan, and 25% if they can give a working capital loan, you will cover it.
So with regard to that eligibility of the scheme, with regard to if any borrower
My
comes
point
in-
is simple, sir. You are the helm of affair of the corporation. This whether 100 crore per project, you are sanctioning 100 crore. 25
Yes.
crore rupees you are sanctioning against the working capital, and 75 crore you are sanctioning in machinery.
Yes,
That's
correct.
why you can give 100 crore rupees cover to the party.
Yeah, yes.
If suppose the limit is 50 crore rupees project is there, 12.5 crore rupees you can give them against the working capital, and 37.50
Yeah.
you can give against
Yes.
term loan. It is okay now. For a working capital, you can also give a coverage.
So minimum eligibility under the scheme is that so any borrower should have 75% in plant, sir. That is scheme eligibility to cover under guarantee coverage. Hello. Gupta sir.
All right. Sir, you are audible. Gupta sir is not.
I think गुप्ता सर की आवाज नहीं आ रही सर.
हाँ, उनका नहीं आ रहा सर वो.
आप सिर्फ साइन के लिए देख तो अगर आज में आई तो आज आ जाएंगे. बैंक से पहले नहीं ना भाई तो एक तो फोन के बीच में आऊंगी अगर आ गई आप फॉर्म लेके हेलो.
I think we'll have to connect to Mr. Gupta on phone. Maheshwarji, you have to unmute yourself.
मैं बात करता हूं सर एक बार.
हाँ जी, yes sir, please.
हेलो. हाँ गुप्ता जी, अभी बात हो गया है सर से, तो उन्होंने बोला कि आप कंटिन्यू करें. वो थोड़ा सा एरर, टेक्निकल एरर आ रहा है, बट ही विल कनेक्ट.
हेलो. अरे गुप्ता सर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए, देखना एक बार, चेक करना एक बार. के गुप्ता सर, अंकित सेमिनार ना, देख चेक.
क्या मैसेज है गुप्ता जी? महेश्वरी साहब,
हाँ, उन्होंने कहा है कि है ना आप कंटिन्यू करें. वो
Okay.
इन द मीन टाइम टेक्निकल एरर आ रहा है उनका.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. So
So,
that you were discussing about that whether WC will be part of that. Okay, just I'm correcting. So this is only for term loan, sir.
no, but
Yeah.
can I share my views, Maheshwari Saab, on this issue? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Naresh Kumar है. Mr. Naresh Kumar is there.
Oh, sir, can I share my views on this
Yeah.
issue?
Yeah, please, sir, please. Yes, sir, please, sir. Yes.
My view is as an ex-banker that the purpose of providing the credit guarantee is to the banks is to create a confidence in them and to encourage them to finance more and more MSME units and to build capacity. Now, if the bank have been guaranteed for 75% of their term loan,
Mm-hmm.
so definitely the bank will have confidence in that particular MSME units,
Correct.
and they will feel that it's a viable unit, and
Yeah.
so definitely they will go for this working capital limits, and
Yeah.
for that purpose, I think no separate guarantee limit is required to be given to them. Credit guarantee is required to be given. So I think 75%, if it is for term loan, that is okay, even if it is not available for working capital, because
Yes.
bank will have
Yeah.
that confidence in financing that particular unit.
100%, sir. Yes, you're right, sir.
So I
Correct.
hope I am able to clear
Yeah,
my
yeah,
views
yes,
on this point.
yes, 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 yes.
So
Yes.
that's all.
Yeah.
So how to continue, because the judge was moderating,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
so I think, what do you suggest, sir?
आप चालू कीजिए सर, है ना ना तो हमारा सबका हो गया है. आई थिंक नाउ दिस इज योर टर्न, सर.
Very much. Then my view is that a few things are there which needs to be deliberated as far as the MSME units are concerned. Number one is that what are the key factors for determining the rate of interest for a micro MSME unit beyond just the credit score? Because banks are only taking the credit score in consideration while determining the rate of interest on that particular MSME unit. So my point is that if beyond the just the credit score, the banks has to analyze the revenue trends over time, whether it is consistent growth, which indicates a healthy business. If a MSME unit has a consistent revenue growth, definitely it will create a confidence in banks, and banks will provide the funds at a cheaper rate, because higher the risk, higher the rate of interest, and lower the risk, lower the rate of interest. So if the consistent growth, revenue growth is there, the banks will be able to provide lower rate of interest despite beyond the without considering just the credit score. Then banks has to see the profit margins, also the market demand. If the product if we have to assess, the bank has to assess the demand for the products or services offered. Then the cost management of the unit also, we have to evaluate the ability to control operating costs. Effective cost management can significantly reduce the rate of interest for that particular MSME unit. Then customer retention rate. What is the customer retention rate for that particular MSME units? Then, of course, also we have to see the operational efficiency of that particular MSME unit. Then competitive advantage we have to see. And also we have to see that what is the level of investment in technology by that particular MSME units. Oh, and of course, business model will also decide that what rate of interest the bank should charge. Beside that, management team. So, if beyond the credit score, the banks have to consider these things for deciding the rate of interest. So that is my take on this issue. And one more thing I would like to add here, that the banks are reluctant, as my friend Bhattacharya also told, that banks are reluctant to give credit, or very particular about giving credit to a new MSME unit where they have no credit history. So there the banks can consider, the borrower has to consider, the borrower has to give to the bank, the borrower has to create confidence in the bank that they have a solid business plan, number one, because they are the new entrant. It's a greenfield project sort of thing. So banks, he has to create a confidence in the mind of the bank. so that the rejection rate is very low. So he has to develop a solid business plan and also establish a financial track record. Means before requesting the banks to for a loan, he should have established a good financial track record with the banks. Whether it may be in the form of his personal saving account or current account also, where the bank can have confidence. Okay, he has a good business. Then build a relationship with local banks. They have to create a relationship with the local banks. Then of course once the borrower gives an application to one particular bank, he should simultaneously give his application to 2, 3, 4 banks, so that if one bank rejects, the other bank can sanction it. So these are certain things where the borrower has to take into consideration if they don't have any credit history in the past and they approach to the bank for a loan. These are my views on these subjects.
Thank you, Gupta sir. Gupta, I'm sorry, sir. My server had down. So,
Okay.
fortunately, I got it again.
Uh,
You are our mentor, sir. Thank you very much. I just want to listen to you.
so for your
So,
instructions,
because I just
good.
summarize the position, because the major issue today was the NSIC and Credit Guarantee Trust and the banker role. Because in all webinars, sir, we are always talking about the depth of the funds. Because we never talk about the raw material, marketing aspect, other thing. So we deem this the first webinar where we are talking about the National Small Industry Corporation, Credit Guarantee Corporation. I think we got so many information from Mr. Naresh. I think which we are actually, I was also not aware that such system or persistence in the banking sector, if they take a collateral security, then they are not eligible for the any credit guarantee. I think this is a very important aspect which today. So then why the branch manager is asking for a collateral security? Gupta sir, you have more than 50-year experience in this line. So you work in a various capacity as a zonal manager, as a ED of the Bank of Maharashtra. Have any view on that aspect, sir? For to taking a collateral security and you are not having a coverage from the credit guarantee trust.
no, Gupta sir, you are 100% correct when you say that the banks are reluctant in giving a loan to an MSME units, and that to a new unit.
Sir.
So, and they are taking, in most of the cases I have seen, that in many cases I have seen that these are the guidelines, that if we take collateral security, then this credit guarantee will not be available. But what the banks are doing and the branch managers are doing to safeguard that, they are not creating any mortgage or something valid security, but they are simply keeping the title deeds and those things in their record, so that there is a pressure on the part of the borrower, but they don't create any equitable mortgage on that property. And for the purpose of this credit guarantee also, it will be protected. So that credit guarantee is also available. At the same time, the branch manager takes only keeps the title deeds with them, so just to create pressure on the borrower.
Sir, I also worked as a branch manager also in
Yeah.
a different manner. I was not aware this. The guarantee cover will not be available. I think as a GM credit also, I was not aware this thing. If a guarantee cover will not be available, if they take collateral security or personal guarantee. In the system also, they are telling a Harvard, it will be sharing their position in a guideline from the credit guarantee trust, that it will sharing the risk. They never tell the guarantee are not available.
But here, Gupta ji, the basic rule is that as per the credit guarantee rules,
Sir.
the credit guarantee is given just to avoid that taking collateral security by the banks.
Sir.
If they take collateral security, then definitely it doesn't comply with the guidelines of the CGT MSME, NCGTC.
And Gupta sir, with regard to the Mudra loan,
Sir.
so third party guarantee is also not allowed. Mudra loan, small loan that na, so banks are taking third party, so that also not become eligible for claim. Mudra loan.
I am thankful to you today. I think you have given a very, very important information to my participant with our system, also to our entrepreneur, to the financial advisor also. I think today is a great day. for which we are aware, the new facts. If you go to the circular say Harvard sharing security, as such a word you use in your circular also, it will be sharing the Harvard securities. So if they are not selling, it is a band. I think such thing require a proper clarification also. Thank you very much, sir. I think today webinar is very, very important webinar where we discussed with the Naresh Kumar sir, who is the Chief Operating Officer from the Credit Trust, and Mr. Maheshwari, DD Maheshwari, who is the helm affair of NSIC, and our big mentor, Mr. Bhattacharya sir, who is from Bank of Baroda. Under his leadership, Bank of Baroda is playing excellent role for the co-lending and for the SME sector also. Above all, I am thankful to see R.K. Gupta sir, who is ex-ED of Bank of Maharashtra and who always with us, whether he was working as a general manager, CGM or a ED also, he helped to research in India. As a research in India, we started a wing of the SME sector. Here we want to play under one roof, we want to do something for the SME sector because I have a passion for helping the SME sector. When I've been a bank also, I was deputed by the bank in DIC, District Industry Center, Samastipur, Bihar. I worked there for 3 years and we have done an excellent job for the SME sector. So we will also try under the Research in India banner, we can do something for that. So for that, especially we designed this program where we want to invite the National Small Industry Corporation people and Credit Guarantee Trust people and my banker friends who enlightened us how the SME sector can be growth. I am also thankful to my off the screen, my person, Mr. Ankit, Mr. Vishwas, and other Lokesh who are helpful to us for designing this program. And I think today's webinar must be appreciated by all the participants. We will also try to do such type of webinar to create awareness among the SME sector, especially micro sector. At the end, I'm thankful to, I express my gratitude toward all my speaker, eminent speaker, Shri Maheshwari sir, Shri Naresh Kumar sir, Mr. Gupta sir, and Bhattacharya sir. Thank you very much, although I overstretched it because my system somewhat crashed. Like still, I'm thankful to you. I've stretched the time by 8 minutes or 10 minutes. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
certificate का number हाँ उसको भी हाँ वो valid fee है इसमें